Back, I told you we were going to be joined by head coach of Lady Patriots, Brad Bonds, and here he is. I didn't lie to you. He's joining us now on the show. Coach, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it.
How you doing, Coach? Good to see you.
Right off the bat, your district is absolutely bonkers right now, really competitive. Is it just hard to take a deep breath and realize, man, every night, at least the top teams in the district, it is just really flip a coin.
I tell you what, it's so competitive. It's crazy how competitive this district is, and you look at even Barron County, who's probably the one that's not being talked about very much, and John Butler is one that can get them ready on any given night. Right. But Monroe and Glasgow, fantastic basketball teams who have great coaches that are leading them, and anything can happen. And this is a prime example of why every game is so important, especially in your district play.
I know you've had some. I know I almost cut you off there.
I caught myself before I said a word.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I know you've had some wins since the Glasgow win last Friday, but I know how big that was. Can you just take us back to that? Glasgow at home, you guys beat the defending 4th region champs, and I know it was a big win for your program.
Well, I'm going to take you back to 10 days prior to that when we played them at their place, and we did not play very well. But we did see some things that we could correct. And we knew we didn't play our best basketball game, so we went to the film and we broke a lot of things down, and we really got our girls believing that they could win that basketball game, and that's number one. And, going in, we knew what we had to do to give ourselves a chance. And the girls bought into it, and they played really well. And it was a big win because it kind of gives us a shot at the number 1 seed, and that's what you're really wanting. And we could still find ourselves in that number 2 or 3 slot as well. But, if we do what we're capable of, we can get ourselves a position or a chance at that number 1 seed, if we do what we're capable of.
Coach, what's interesting is you still have a very young team.
Extremely young.
You're, last year, you were in the mix. This year, you're one of the top 3, but you look at your roster and you look at the young student athletes that you have. I mean, they're learning every game.
Yeah, and maturing is something that we knew that we were going to have to take place this year. You got 2 sophomores and 2 freshmen that are starting in your lineup and logging a lot of minutes. We knew that. Just every game, every time on the floor, the kids are going to get better. They're going to learn. They're going to get the experience that they need. They love that, though. They love the challenge. They love playing for each other. And, I think it's big because, the next couple of years, you're getting that experience now. So we're ready to really take this program to another level.
And it is so critical in the 15th district, really, to kind of capture that number 1 seed, because if you're not, that means you're going to be set up against, one of the other top 2 teams, really in the 4th region.
Right, and, it's very unfortunate that that's a situation that one of the 3 teams will not be able to make the 4th region, but it's also a testament to how good this district is, how good the coaches are in this district, and how good and competitive the players are on each and every night. So, you can kind of look at it as a good thing, too, because it's a really good, competitive, young spirit within the district. But it's so difficult. And, like I said, you have to value every game.
I know you've got a lot of girls on the team that contribute, but I think when most people talk about your squad, they're going to talk about Morgan Rich and the year she's having. Was there a point maybe this summer or earlier in the year that you knew, wow, she could have a really special year, really lead this team?
I'm going to tell you, we really saw leaps and bounds with her last year, especially in the run that we made at the end of the year. And she really took her game to another level. But this summer, playing the extended games that she played with her AAU team, and in this summer we logged a lot of games, and just you could really see her really maturing, and her leadership qualities are starting to step up, and she's a fantastic individual, fantastic basketball player. But what makes her really special is she's not just about herself. She's about making everybody around her better as well. So yes, we could see that. There's still more ceiling of potential within her. And we know that she's going to continue to get better every time she takes the floor.
How has she been able to maybe handle in some of these close games? I'm sure teams know that you want the ball in her hands. How have you seen her be able to kind of handle that pressure, knowing that the more and more her name gets out there and plays well, the teams are really going to focus on trying to shut her down?
You know, the thing that I like about her is the fact that she is so consistent. And it doesn't matter. You can kind of look at her stats throughout. You know, she's not having those 40-point games and then turn around and having a 6 or 8-point game. She's really consistent within that 17, 20, 22, 24-point area. And that shows leadership within itself. I think she just loves the challenge, to be honest with you. You know, she knows what she has to do for our team in order for our team to be successful, and she's willing to do her part and her role. And she knows her role's a little bit more than some others on the team, but she's willing to do her part to give ourselves a chance.
Coach, when you look at, forget about the 15th district for a second, but when you look at the 4th region in girls basketball, is it fair to say that it's probably depth-wise one of the best regions in the state of Kentucky?
I think so, but, you know, I coach in it too, so you know how I'm going to feel about it. But, you know, it's crazy. And the fact that a lot of teams, you know, teams that probably aren't even mentioned right now are Russell County, who is an extremely talented team that a lot of people don't see them throughout the season because they tend to play games over in the eastern part of the state. But, you know, it's an extremely deep region. I think it is extremely wide open, and whoever gets hot at the right time, I think you're looking at definitely 4 to 5 teams, and there may be a 6th team that can kind of slide in there and get something done.
You don't have any rest before the district because you've got Monroe County, Franklin Simpson, Warren Central, Russell County on your schedule, so you'll be battle-tested.
It's a very, very tough stretch for us, you know, but I think our kids are up to the challenge.
All right, well, Coach, we appreciate you stopping by today, taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you very much.
Good luck to us this season.
Great seeing you guys.
Stay tuned. When we come back, we will flip the script and talk some boys basketball. You're watching the Sports Connection on WBKO.